Alright, next part, since I'm bored, I will go over more or less complex curved geometry, but for that I will quickly build a little hallway bit to start out from, and at the same time I might be able to explain what the fuck 3D trims are that you see in the NS universe quite a lot. So, what kind of shape for the hallway do I want to go for? I'll just I go to the 8-inch grid, just because it's easier to work with for now. And let's see, let's do, okay, 72 and 72 as well, so we have this kind of geo here. Then at the same time, let's see, since we are kind of going for an NS kind of style, we will need a lot of 45-degree angles. Let's go for that and quickly get rid of this. In the meantime, we wanted to go for 8. And while we are here, let's go over to that side. Let's do 104. So if we go for this, we have a one that is 96 wide. That is basically that is also the basic width of a vent. And let's see, we go here down by let's see, 48, 50. No, let's go 48. In the meantime, yeah, we keep the 90-degree angle down here. And let's say we have this and this kind of let's say a vent that is going parallel, and if we are actually really bold, nah. Alright, so actually, before I start with complex geo, with complex curved geometry, we will go for 3D trimming, which is basically just which is basically just a little thing that helps you. Well, basically you do pillars that are shaping throughout the entire room, and you can use those to create spots to wall jump and, well, basic parts that are splitting the room, so you can use them more. CA, no. So you can use those for some thematic, let's call it recreation, or like thematic variety. That if I'm lacking to find the right words, then it's because I'm a little bit focused. Okay, let's go a little bit smaller than normal vent size. And let's say we do this 32. Now we just copy those. And use the equals flip by wrong, this is the z-axis then. I can never remember which one is the right way around. Alright. And then I will quickly select the basic hallway again. Drag that one out a little bit. Which one's missing? Why is it not creating the... that one's missing. Now we have that face. Nice. And yeah, I have those, and I will quickly go around and select those as well. We have a 90-degree angle here, but well, that's how it is now. We can use this, we can use a prop or something to cover it up later. If I'm actually going so far to prop it or texture it. I probably don't. So now we can just use copy paste. And let's say I'll drag it there. Alright. And now we come to the curved geo. Let's say this, we have two ways of doing curved geo. Basically one that is one where you have the middle, the inner angle, in just in one corner. So basically you will have one sharp corner on the inside and the entire, and this is where the curve will be around, or you have a smooth inside as well, and I will basically just do, I will start with the sharp corner on the inside. That should, and that is a little bit easier to do, and then later we go for the smooth inside, and I will just use this hallway shape to demonstrate that. So first I'll use this and extrude. Oh, by the way, it's as you see, it's important that if you go by this, it's kind of like a 3D printing method. And it's a little bit overkill, but you can do it with smaller ways as well. But anyway, if you need to rotate a face or to make a curve of a shape, basically you need to extrude it on one side. And what I will do now, you down here on the bottom right, you can change the angle at the angle snap of the rotation. I have it just at 22.5 right now, which is 4 rotations to a 90-degree circle. You can go even lower if you want it to be finer, but I think in this case 4 is enough. I don't want to be too yeah, too hard on it. And you can just rotate here by 22.5 degrees, even though if you want to make it a little bit more visible before you start to move it, you can change the rotation origin. For me it's the hashtag key, but I use a German keyboard layout, so it's probably a different key for you. What I'll do now is, while I have this selected and select one of the inner vertices, I'll just drag it here. And we have the first segment, and now we continue to do this. And as you can see, we are getting a tight curve. The inside will be in this case a 90-degree corner, but the outside will curve around neatly. And while you're doing with curves, I can tell you one thing: working on grid will be a little bit difficult, depending on how you are doing this. And voila, we do have a nice little curve going on here. And now I'll extrude a little bit further. Let's say here, and what I'll quickly do, just because of reasons, I'll move this thing a little bit further out. This is now me being unnecessarily anal. As we can see here, actually, something is not right. I don't know quite what it is that's not right. It's like one of those things is not on grid correctly, and I don't know which one it is. It's this one. Okay, I'll see. So I'll quickly snap this to grid. Minimal grid should be enough, I hope, because this trade stuff I should have built on grid, and I'll quickly delete that. And since we have this one here and this one, I'll quickly weld them together. I can copy them again, and now I will use them like on the inside here. Oops. And I'll move this one over here. On this way, basically, while you are doing it like that, it's pretty much impossible to have one of those trims that are wrapping around the room on the diagonal one, because you are having it on one, like, fused together on the same edge. And now I will go for the other way, for like a more smooth way. And for what I will do here is I will select the circle tool and go top down for I'll just create a circle now so you get an idea. If you, depending on what kind of corner we're going to do, I will go for a 90-degree corner, which is, well, basically that. And in this case, since I use standard 16 sides, we have 4 segments on this one, and as you remembered, on the 22.5 degree one we had 4 segments that did create a 90-degree angle as well. If you want to use more segments, you will need to calculate, like if you use with a 5-degree angle snap, for example, that should be 18 you will need for a 90-degree angle. And let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, like 18, and what's 18 times 4? I think it's, one sec, I can quickly use the calculator. 18 times 4 would be 72, and you can quickly up here adjust the number to 72 sides, and voila, you would have like on this 90-degree turn enough to make it work with the 5-degree angle snap. But this will make it very smooth, and well, it will take a long while to build this circle, so I will quickly show you how it's going to do with this one, but and I want to go back to 16, and I will quickly show you how it's done with this. So first, what I will do is I will put this circle on the far right side to the inner side, and next I will quickly determine how big I want this curve to be. Let's say we go for, yeah, let's use 264 by 264. And now let's move this one here again. And basically we do the same again. We are extruding, we are rotating, and this time we are connecting this vertex to the circle, to the next part of the circle. And let's do the same thing again. Oops, we only want one. This will take a little bit longer than 8 minutes, you might have noticed. And this means it will take a little bit longer for me to upload this, because my internet is shite. Alright. And here we have basically a very wide circle on this one. Now the question is, and I'm actually not sure, how would I make this trim work well with this? Together with this thing, you know, with this curve. And I'm actually not quite sure about that, because we can't just rotate them that easily. Because if I can quickly show you what I mean, if I want to rotate them like by the normal segments, first I'll do it on the, I lost myself. At first I will do it on this one here as well. And now I'll quickly move that one to the side, because if I want to do them on the inside segment, I'll quickly build this one, even though it won't be seen. What's important is also, if you use a line tool and hover just over the line, it will select the middle one first, and you can basically cut lines in half that way. Anyway, now if we want to just move this one here, I would like connecting this way is probably not going to work, as you can see. I mean, it kind of works, but you know what I mean. So it is possible to do that. I need to just try to figure out how. I think you'd have to kind of right, now I remember. Kind of remember. At least how I would do that, and it's probably also not the best way to do that. It's just spontaneously the way that I could think of is I will quickly select all of those, this segment, and now I need to make sure if I have the right bit. Okay, now here, if you are using the trim tool in a if you're using the trim tool in a way where you work with angles, you see that it's kind of getting disturbed, skewed. On the top right, if you select the individual faces method, you should not have a problem with that. And let's go by that exactly now. And we had it on 8, I think. Yeah, 8 by 8. Alright, let's do the same on the other bits. Ah, god damn it. Here and here, and let's continue here and here. And can I... Ah, fuck. I'll tell you, Cache is definitely faster at this stuff. So we've moved them by 16, and now that we have both here selected, we do the same. 16 again. And ooh, that's actually something that should not have happened. Probably because I have no. Oh, God damn it. Editor freezing. That's what I get for not using the launchpad. I don't want to have to cut this bit. Alright, fudge. So let's see if we open the editor back up. Did he save that? Let's see, 2101. Yes, it did. Alright. So we were here, and yes, now we've welded the vertices. We can delete the circle again, by the way. And let's go for our, actually, if we do it like that. Whoop, we got that. And those. And now we should be alright. We need individual faces, we need the 8-inch grid, and well, not individual faces, and if we do them together, it is not doing it the way I want to, and whoa, why the hell are you doing that now? Now it works. Weird stuff. Let's try again. Okay. I think I know why. Yeah, if I do it like that, I can't select the lines. No, I don't have the lines selected, exactly, and now I can do the same. My bad, sorry for the interruption. And let's do the same here. Deselect the lines. Go for this. Select the lines again. Select the circles. Even though since I have one, I actually only need to... never mind. I'll quickly finish this one up now. Even though I can work with copy-paste again, as you will see in a minute. Or I should be able to. And here, we only need one side, 16, thank you. Alright. Now what I'll quickly do as well here is I've forgotten something. since we want that little slope as well, the 8x8 slope, I will have to quickly do another trim by 8 units. And I forgot that again. Select the lines. By the way, if you're asking yourself what I'm doing here, on the bottom right you see the filters, and that's... oops, I didn't actually want to select those. I wanted to select this side. And yeah, if I'm... well, with the filters you can basically say you don't want to select like faces, for example, and now I have only the lines selected. This is basically how this stuff is working. Alright. What I'm doing now is also well done, so let's see if this is working out the way I think it should work out. I'll have to go around once to select all the stuff, and I'll use Control X and Control V, so I'll quickly unweld all the stuff, and now I can move this exactly. Now I'm just selecting the edges here and the vertices, so I can move those. Now, if I use clear level edges and vertices and something... yes, this one should be on its own now. Right. Okay, Control X, Control V. The good thing is it should have left behind. It didn't. My bad. Now it should. Yeah. Oh, god damn it. Are you kidding me? No, I'll just do it. Now what did we want? I will need this thing here later as a fixed point. Alright. Now we move this here, and I am extruding again. And what I will do now is I will move this one to this little thing here. Exactly. Now we have half of it already done. Oh, well, that's nice. And basically we do the same on the other side. So first we have to deselect the lines here and go for this bit, and then I will quickly draw another one, another trim by 8" here. Alright, now that we have, oh yeah, this one I can remove again, and this one I can remove as well. Let's continue here. And did I forget this one? Ooh. Something happened here. It is so selected. Alright. Selecting those. Plan B. Something went a little bit wrong. I must have overlooked something. So while I fix that, okay, I'll quickly have to control Z a little bit to the point where I have this one. Okay. I see where the problem is. More or less. Because if I have select those, it selects those as well. I don't know why it didn't do that on any other part. I will have to quickly go around and check if he had selected anything else. This problem happened here as well though, so I need to be careful of that in future. And yes, while I... Oh, god damn it, now I have... Alright, I'll quickly select those manually. Since we want the 8 extra and this one, we should be able to have the 8 here now. Exactly, now we delete a bunch of those. Not all of them. I still need him. So let's see. And we'll have to go that way again. So yes, sometimes when you work with this kind of stuff, things can get messy if you don't be careful. And at least you just witnessed me fixing my geo, more or less, if things get messy. Alright, as I said earlier, this thing happened here as well, but it's relatively easy to fix if I just move those back to the places they need to be again. There is this thing that's a little bit unwanted now, so I'll have to move you back in place as well. Alright. And quick Control V to weld all this stuff together. Now we go with those. I need you to go here. Alright, let's see. And we have some slight differences. That sucks. I wonder why. Those are very minor differences, though. I'll quickly check if this happened also on the outside bit, but it did. I didn't want to do this like this, but maybe that fixes it a bit. If I'm just need to make sure I have only all the inner ones selected. If I Control W those, well, it should be good enough. Alright. And what we're going to do now, since we have that, I forgot, never mind. We are basically selecting those. Those are a couple of phases to select. I'm definitely going overboard here. I think you've already learned how to do the curved geo, and I'm just right now experimenting for myself a little bit how to do the trims that wrap around on curved geo. There are probably better ways than what I've just showed you, but that's why it wasn't. Well, okay, never mind. Can't be perfect everywhere, even though I like to be. This stuff is definitely close enough. And now we can go all around. You just need to make sure that you are definitely... You definitely do not lose oversight of what you're doing, and oh, god damn it, it doesn't work that way. Sad. So... I'll put you to the side for now, because I need to do some more trims. Now I need to be a little bit careful on what I select and how I select it. Not that I select too much. Alright. I'm not sure why it is selecting the things on the right here. It shouldn't. But it's Spark. It doesn't have to make sense, right? Oh, I even managed. God damn it! I just realized I did select the wrong. Go fuck yourself. I will just... What happens if I select those? Also the same. Holy shit. Alright, from now on we will just select them manually then. I hate to do this, because it takes insane amounts of time. To select them manually here. Actually, I can just do that like this. And then if I press and hold Control, I can do this and this and this. And this. Yep. Okay, now since we did that, I have to select some faces manually. God damn it. There must be better ways to do this. Just need those 8-inch, and I just need the 8-inch on every side, so like only once on every side. I just need a fixed point to move the, like a fix vertice to move the 3D, well actually it's more 2.5D here, but to move the trim to wrap it around, and I can actually delete them. This one. Okay, so we have this, and we continue with this one. So now I should be able to move that here and have it roughly work out. It's not perfect, but I think it's good enough actually. Though it does bother me that it's not perfect, but the reason why it isn't is because I fucked up somewhere earlier. I don't really remember which one, but this is, I think, good enough. Now if you allow me to quickly put in a light, because everything looks a little bit better in a light, and I will just use an ambient light, a very big ambient light, with 50 intensity, and lit. Well, and yeah, here you go, you have a curved hallway, one with a... Shit. I figured out what I forgot. One second, give me a moment. It's connected to here, it goes down to this one. This one's a pro, this one will be a problem. Oh, they're right above each other? No. Okay. Damn it. That's actually disappointing now. Alright, just imagine to do the same thing, just using this as template. And not the entire hallway. And then do it the same time, another time on the inside. You just need to connect the little bits here in between then. You can use it with the extrude tool and drag the vertices around, and this would fix it. Anyway, that was long enough already. You get the idea.